step in by Ronaldo. Benzema now for Kroos, but no one to pass it to.
Gareth Bale tucking back way deep in that defensive setup for Real Madrid and doing well. But then when Real Madrid gained possession through Benzema, Gareth not able to make up that space. He usually lives on that far right-hand side, way up the field, doing his defensive duties well, as is Cristiano.
Alba on the overlap, Neymar on his inside. Brought down.
Nothing.
That's what the fans thought. Casemiro in the neighborhood.
They'll be leaving his naughty calling card time and time again. It's doing a good job. Look out.
Gets out for Neymar, pokes in Suarez. Neymar gets it back, but couldn't get over the ball.
Beautiful give and go between the Uruguayan and the Brazilian, but look at Messi's run as well. If we see this again, it's a wonderful give and go. And Messi had read for the third pass coming in, but Neymar decides to go for the strike home, which he has absolutely the privilege of doing. The way he's playing has been absolutely superb so far, Neymar.
Oh, it's harassed from behind. Ramos getting us started, back for Marcelo. Barcelona putting pressure on Real Madrid in their own end.
Oh,
outlet pass, almost. Bale trying to cut inside Alba, but couldn't.
It's a wonderful ball from Toni Kroos, and Alba hesitates for that split second, and Gareth Bale waiting like a hungry vulture for that ball to settle, and it just gets whisked away from him because he was one-on-one with Alba, and it wouldn't have been a contest had he been able to rein that ball in. He would have been in through on Claudio Bravo with his pace.
On the throw in into the 6, out comes Bravo, bobbles, but he gets there first. Alves with some space.
You see Gareth Bale taking the moisture off that ball. Look out.
Marcelo with a touch, but it's straight to Suarez. His pass maybe deflected behind Messi.
It was Marcelo's intervention rather than a clear pass. Good covering from the ex-Flu man. Poor ball.
Again, straight up the throat. 3v3 Messi with Neymar. Messi in the box. Ramos got the touch, and he gets the call. Fans think it should be a penalty, and they might have a shout.
The Messi's got wonderful support from Suarez and Neymar on either side of him. He ignores both because he knows he's got the defender dead to rights, and the cutback is inside of the box. And this is going to be very the right one.
And I mentioned he calls an average of almost a penalty every other game. That's about as close as you can get. And it's Messi who tends not to go down.
Certainly. And he's still arguing. He cannot believe it.
We'll take a look when we can.
It was a very close call, I felt.
Fans letting their thoughts be known. Here's Modric. Ronaldo screaming for it. Has a good angle. Benzema in the middle if he can find him. Cuts inside Mascherano into the box. Left foot parried by Bravo.
Cristiano Ronaldo playing top draw football. The 31-year-old Portuguese. They're in again.
Nice from Modric. Here's Carvajal. Ronaldo in the middle if he can find him. Sends it across. Bale. Benzema flips it into Piqué. Trying to clear. Bale on the left, but he couldn't bring that one down.
He hurries this shot. He's never going to strike this one. Here's the replay. Outside of the box. It's a certain free kick, but it's no penalty. He's outside of the penalty area, but that's a tackle that comes on along Messi's knees with the ball nowhere close.
Now the question,
the question is that Sergio Ramos is gambling. He knows he's done up like a kipper here, and he's got no chance of containing Messi. He gambles outside of the box. He knew where he was. He gambled. He won.
And how huge would it have been? Ramos already with a yellow. Could have even been a second there.
Shout, Phil.
20 minutes minutes left to go. Messi pops back up after Casemiro's challenge. Neymar. If there is a player on the planet who is close to epitomizing what Cruyff used to be as a player, it might well be Neymar. Perhaps appropriate, he's wearing the Blaugrana.
Two horses of a totally different colour though, Phil, in my eyes. And here, look, it's outside. He knows that Messi's done him, and he's just throwing up the left foot roadblock. Sergio's left foot turns into a machete, and Messi makes no attempt to dive. His legs are taken, and you can't run without your legs. And Sergio Ramos knows, the referee has a clear look at it.
Down goes Pepe. Suarez's reputation may be getting the better of him. Did the hand come up to the face? First caution against Barcelona, and it comes with a cost. Measuring him up, and a little forearm to the chin, although Pepe, let's just say he might be up for Best Supporting Actor.
I don't know about that, Phil. I think that's an intentional elbow to the face by
And then
Suarez.
he grabs his eyes.
Shows where he turns around to find out where Pepe is, and you saw the action. We look at this every time, and there you see there's a touch of the ball before. It looked as if on all of the replays prior to that he was nowhere near the ball, but on that, how much good fortune there is there that when he's trying to put his leg across, I'm not so sure he was trying to play the ball, but it's arguable now after that replay, and Pepe is saying, yeah, that action was there, which it was.
Okay, with a tangle with Benzema, getting it free to Busquets, and a beautiful pass for Alba. Suarez will miss the next match against La Real Sociedad. That's on the other side of their Atletico Madrid opener in Champions League play.
Well, may not be the most expectant clasico, but there's certainly been plenty for the lads and lasses to talk about at half-time around the bars and living rooms of the world. Right. A lot of controversy and offside calls and open chances missed on free kicks not called. A wonderful game, right on the edge after half an hour.
In for Neymar, again well defended by Modric. 10-point gap to start the day. Chance on an outlet, and it's a full head of steam for Gareth Bale. Good run, Benzema. Bale decked. Maybe they could have let it run, but instead it's Mascherano in the book.
It's a tremendous position, this one, by either Gareth or Cristiano. Mascherano comes across with a slide tackle and takes the player. That one, less of a controversy. Mascherano knows he's got to get there real quick. He has the left elbow, comes in through a jackknife type of action, and good call by the ref in my eyes.
Now take a look at this. It's just a hair under 35 yards out. Maybe
long way.
A bit of distance, but Ronaldo has quite the leg.
Well, it looks as if it's going to be CR7 with his 5-step back and good slinger pose.
Now what's going on? Navas and Carvajal in the center circle, debating the finer points.
A wonderful opportunity here for Cristiano to step up in a big game. He hasn't done it in the big games against the big teams, but of late. But here he knows this is a wonderful opportunity, the ones that he practices all week long.
Ball lifted up and doesn't quite drop over. Bravo can thank his lucky stars.
Well, both superstars on each side of this footballing pitch being presented with opportunities that they usually are a lot more closer to the net. But as you say, both Navas and Bravo saying relief.
Ball goes the other way. Marcelo tried to dribble through. 15 minutes left to go in this opening half. I know you're not a huge fan of statistics, let alone math, but a 10-point gap, 8 games left to go, in some ways taking the pressure of the title out. These two teams just get a chance to play.
That's right, yep. Putting all ties from that you're right, Phil, and they look as if they're playing with pretty good abandon. Real Madrid have been defending as best they can with the three forwards as well, keeping this scoreline down and starting to creep back into the game now. Real Madrid starting to leave the long grass and coming out and hunting, finding Gareth Bale on that far side, probably more than Cristiano on this side. And they fancy that matchup against Jordi Alba a little bit more.
Didn't work out too well for Marc Bartra in recent memory. Benzema with a poor touch, maybe didn't see Busquets.
And then a nutmeg is played through Benzema as if his giveaway wasn't embarrassing enough.
All-time matches between these two. It's 264, including the friendlies. Barcelona a little bit better in those unofficial matches back in the early days. 109 wins to 96. In La Liga play, it's 71 for Real Madrid and 68 for Barcelona. 32nd minute ticking to a close. Baker's dozen left to go. Neymar out wide, tries to come in. Does Alba.
Well, ball again by Jordi Alba leads to this. Good ball,
nice through from Carvajal, but right in the perfect position, Mascherano.
Didn't need to play it into Benzema's feet, did he? What a wonderful cow's field behind the back line.
Iniesta stripped. Here's
Just
Marcelo.
hit that space and send off your forward.
Nice from
like
Benzema.
This.
Bale with speed.
He'll get it.
Gets to it with the outside of that gifted left. Tries to drive it in, but Alba was ready. Casemiro. Marcelo, the left back, over on the right wing. And he makes a good pass in for Modric. Dunga might not like him, but Zidane loves him. And here's Marcelo again. Tried to drive it through Busquets, but now out of position. Lifting it forward, a chance for Neymar.
Real Madrid in full retreat here.
Pepe over. Pepe in. Nice tackle by the Brazilian-born Portuguese defender.
Tremendous reading of Neymar there. A wonderful intervention by the Portuguese man on the Brazilian.
Marcelo again. Play makes for Ronaldo. Around Alves, drops to the top of the box. Late to the party was Bale. Alba stepping in.
Play from Sergio Busquets in his own penalty area with three white shirts in there. If he doesn't get that touch, it bounced up to him. Cool is the seed inside the cucumber. Again, Busquets.
For the Euros.
He's giving him an earful about that penalty incident in the 24th minute. Clearly he and his assistant as well, Juan Carlos Unzué, feel that that was an absolute penalty to Barcelona that was not given.
Well, they're both wrong, Kevin. Tell you that, because it was outside of the box and there was a little touch on the ball by Sergio Ramos, although I don't think he meant it. I think he meant to take Messi down, and